Namaste, hello everyone, and welcome to LitMails. This is video lecture 2 from our different series, and this is the playlist. This is where you can find all the videos that have been posted under this series. So please do check it out. Timestamps and all the other extra information will be posted in the description box. Please make sure you check it out. And here is a little disclaimer for you guys. Please make sure you pause and you read it. Now, if you've done reading the disclaimer, let's hop on to the video. Now, Neoclassicism and Romanticism are not very difficult to understand. However, they are extremely distinctive. To understand it in very simple terms, let's take the example of a painting. Here, let's consider this particular painting. Now, every time we look at this painting, there are two major ways to approach it. First, very objectively, and second is subjective. In objective things, we look at the things that are same to anyone that looks at this picture. Mind you, we are talking about objectification here. So to simplify it, let's take three age groups, A, B and C. A belonging to the younger group or a child group, group B for the middle-aged, and group C is for old age people. Now, if we show this painting to three of these age groups, I think we can all agree that they are all going to tell certain things that are same for everyone. For example, they are all going to agree on the fact that there is a girl sitting probably on grass. She's playing with some flowers, or she has some grass in her hand, and she's wearing a white dress. She's a girl. She has blue ribbon in her hair. She has tied her hair. So these are certain things that all of them are going to agree to, and that is objectivity. This thing is same everywhere. But if we bring them to a subjective approach and we show the same three groups this painting, the younger group might say that, oh, that is a girl. She's just like us. She's playing, or she's sitting in a field or something. They might look at her as a friend. So they might not have as many deeper emotions when they look at this picture. Because for them, this painting, this girl would be just like one of them. Similarly, however, if we show this picture to a middle-aged group, some of them might be very happy, some of them might be very sad. Some middle-aged people might say that, oh, even my daughter is of her age, or when I see this girl, I think of my daughter who is now much older, or looking at this girl reminds me of my own childhood. While some other people might also say that I wish I had a daughter. Then again, if we show this to the older age group, they might have similar thoughts, both good and bad. They might look at this girl as their granddaughter, or someone they have lost, or their own nostalgia, looking back at their own childhood, which they have lost long time back. So as you can differentiate here, the second approach pulls in a lot of spontaneity in emotions and feelings. And that is what is Romanticism. And the first approach of objective approach is Neoclassicism. Now this example was exactly for people who do not understand the concept at all. I hope you have now tried to understand what at least the little bit crux of this is. However, this was just a simple example. Please remember that when you write your example, it has to be extremely literary in approach. So every time you write about this, of course, you have to mention the timelines first. The years from where to where it lasted or started or strengthened or weakened. Secondly, what it focuses or emphasizes more on. Neoclassicism is more about objectivity, like we have discussed earlier. It follows a certain structure. For example, if you're writing anything, if it's a poetry or a piece of work or anything, Neoclassicists do not write anything that randomly comes to their mind or that spontaneously comes to their mind, which happens in Romanticism. It's like they follow a certain set of rules. It's like they follow a structure and they stick to that. However, it's different in the case of Romanticism. Here, they let subjectivity peep in, which means every person's emotional thought or feeling can be and is expressed through these works, literary works. And neoclassicism comes and is inspired majorly from Greek and Roman classical ages. That is why a lot of us and many people find it boring to read Greek and Roman texts, even though it belongs to the classical age, because they feel like the texts that have been written are hard to comprehend. It's like they follow a certain kind of rule, and it's like the understanding of a human mind and life is almost not there in such kind of texts. But on the same side, Romanticism draws its inspiration from the Baroque and eras and medieval eras. Now, that brings us to the themes that were being written in each. Like Romanticism, you can take the best example here, William Wordsworth. He was a romantic poet. And as you must have read, he wrote a lot about nature. So, a lot of themes in Romanticism revolved around the pastoral life, nature, etc. And it's almost as if they felt like this is where they could be one true self. As human beings, they could express what they felt and they did. While Neoclassicism focused on themes more of bravery, courage, more like the history, the Greek and Roman history. So it was more attached to the Greek and Roman classical age work. Now that we have understood the themes, it is safe to move on to the tones in which these particular texts were written. The texts of Neoclassicism, they were very rational. Of course, coming to the fact that it was very objective in nature, it was extremely rational, it was very calm. There was almost no confusion about the text, and everything was pretty much clear point. Whereas in Romanticism, the tone is more moody. It can be more emotional. It is more spontaneous, naturally, because that is how human mind is. That is how human thoughts are. Hence, that is how it is expressed. Now, I have mentioned some examples and some quotes. Whatever necessary in the upcoming slides, please make sure you note them down. Till then, I'm hoping you understood and can take back something from this video. So please do subscribe if you think you want more such videos like this from my end. And also do let me know in the comment section if you like. You can follow us on Instagram, link given down below in the description box. So that's it for today's video, and I will see you in my next one. Thank you very much.